Good morning, everybody. I'd like to convene as a board of supervisors and need approval of the tentative agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes. Deb, would you read the minutes from the previous meeting?
August 4th, 2025. Chairman Pro Tem Cluse called the regular meeting of the Wright County Board of Supervisors to order at 9 a.m. Members present were Cluse, Luke. Motion by Ellis, second by Lukes to approve the tentative agenda. Motion carries. Minutes of the previous regular meeting of July 28th, 2025 were read and approved. Approved claims for payment. Tiffin Pullman, Wright County Communications Director, presented an offer of employment to replace a full-time position that was recently vacated. Motion by Ellis, second by Lukes to approve the hiring of a replacement dispatcher to fill the open full-time position with a start date of September 15, 2025, at a wage of $24 with a 25-cent increase after a successful 6-month review and another 25-cent increase after successful 12-month review. Motion carries. Motion by Ellis, second by Lukes to approve the courthouse grounds use application for the CDA to use the courthouse grounds Monday, August 4th, 2025. Motion carries. Motion by Bosch and second by Ellis to approve resolution 2025-27 to designate voting representatives for the state of Iowa Association of Counties. By roll call, ayes, Cluse, Bosch, Rasmussen, Lukes, and Ellis, nays, none. Resolution 2025-27 duly passes and reads as follows. The board then had a discussion regarding increasing the insurance coverage on the courthouse to $30 million from the current $15 million. A consensus of the board decided that evaluation of the actual cost of the courthouse completed by ICAP should be done before possibly increasing the insurance coverage. Motion by Rasmussen, second by Ellis, to respond in the negative to Gabrielson Insurance concerning increasing our coverage to $30 million and maintaining the existing $15 million coverage on the courthouse. Motion carries. Adam Clemens, Wright County Engineer, presented resolution 2025-28, secondary roads use of Wright County UEI number. Motion by Ellis, second by Lukes to approve resolution 2025-28, secondary roads use of Wright County UEI number. By roll call, ayes, Cluse, Bosch, Rasmussen, Lukes, and Ellis, nays, none. Resolution 2025-28 duly passes and reads as follows. Clemens then gave an update on the secondary road department. Adam Clemens, Wright County Engineer, and Jacob Hagan of Agravia presented information for seismic testing. The testing would be conducted to determine damage projections for roadways and drainage tiles within county for Twin Rivers Exploration Project. Motion by Lukes, second by Ellis to adjourn the meeting. Motion carries.
Any additions or corrections? If not, they stand approved as read. Would you sign that, Dean?
No, sir.
Okay, and
There's more. Don't we keep going with the special meeting?
that's what I was getting to. And now would you please read the special meeting?
August 7th, 2025, special meeting. Chairman Rasmussen called the special meeting of the Wright County Board of Supervisors to order at 10:02 a.m. Members present were Cluse, Rasmussen, Lukes, and Ellis, with Bosch present via Zoom. Motion by Cluse, second by Lukes to approve the tentative agenda. Motion carries. Adam Clemens, Wright County Engineer, Kyle Handy, Twin Rivers Exploration LLC, and Chris David, Paloma, met with the Board of Supervisors to discuss an amendment to the Wright County Road Use Agreement application submitted by the aforesaid companies. The amendment consists of implementing a proper permit fee and detailing the adjusted setbacks of the seismic testing. The representatives answered questions regarding setbacks for seismic testing, insurance, and permit fees. The seismic testing shall not be within 250 feet of a bridge and was changed from 250 to within 25 feet of a roadway structure. Certificates of insurance have already been filed with the Wright County Engineer. Permit fees collected will ensure that any damages, including but not limited to drainage tile and crop damage, that may not be covered by the insurance, will be taken care of. Motion by Ellis, second by Rasmussen, to approve the amendment to the Wright County Road Use Agreement with Twin Rivers Exploration LLC with a permit fee of $110,000, and the applicant shall not perform any seismic testing within 250 feet of a bridge or within 25 feet of a roadway structure, and shall monitor all roadway structures, and the monitored PPC value for the structure shall not go above 0.5 inches per second. Motion carries with Luke's voting nay and Bosch being absent. Motion by Clues, second by Ellis to adjourn the meeting. Motion carries.
Any additions or corrections?
Yeah,
Yeah, it should- PPC should be
PPV,
PPV.
peak particle velocity,
Velocity.
Okay, so
PPV,
approved with the correction of, and the monitored PPV value.
yes.
Just let me know and I'll come up and sign.
Okay.
Claims have been around. Anyone from the public like to speak? Okay, we'll receive the monthly revenue report from the Wright County Sheriff for July. County car service fees and mileage, $2,827.32. DC neg admits not intact 10, negative 85 cents. County new and renewed weapons permits, $220. Copy fees of $5. A total of $3,051.47.
Motion to receive.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes. Receive and act on appointments of Samuel Kane as deputy sheriff and Shiloh Chloe Cherry as civil processor. Have all the stuff here has been signed by Jason. Sure, we'll take the first motion on certification of appointment of deputy or assistant. And his name is
Samuel Kane.
Samuel Kane. Need a motion on that?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes. And then I'll need a motion of the certification of appointment of civil processor.
For Chloe Cherry, I
Chloe.
would make that motion as civil service processor.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes. Jeremy,
I think you've all been in talks with Adam that we had a recent employee move out of state. This is it's a considered posting, essentially. For that position. Truck driver out of Clarion.
That I had with engineer concern, not posting this. And possible movement of, internal movement of people to cover this position.
Restructuring.
Yeah,
But as, I think as the employee handbook says, you still have to post the
what
position,
do you
even
Okay.
though it's internal for 10 days.
do? Okay,
Will gives everybody and anybody the opportunity. So,
gotcha.
In our department, yeah, we're an internal move.
mhm.
Yeah.
And actually, I think it's like any countywide, that's a
Yeah.
county, yeah. So, it all, no matter what, has to be posted for a minimum of 10 days.
Okay. I would make a motion to approve, posting the, job opening for truck driver, secondary roads department, truck foreman, non-exempt.
Not sure.
Reports to truck foreman, excuse me.
Mhm.
So that's posted internal.
Correct, so,
Correct.
so the person that is left is is a truck person, right? And
Understood.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Uh,
All ayes?
So what happens if,
So no matter what internal, if someone in our department puts in for it, we'll still have to restructure at some level, we'll still have to restructure. So if it's a motor grader operator that puts in for it, we'll have to restructure to cover that. If it's a truck driver, then we're gonna have to restructure for that.
and if nobody puts in for it within these 10 days, then
Then it
can,
doesn't go to the public. Correct? You're talking
Correct.
internal only,
that's correct.
Right.
yes.
then at that point, we can.
Then it's a restructure no matter what.
Gotcha.
So speaking with Adam, it would be, if the posting was not allowed, to the public, that we're gonna concentrate heavy on the truck driver side of it. Pick up the pieces with
Correct.
the maintainer operators, so we fall in line with our policy of snow removal coming up,
Mhm.
Mhm.
which is our number one, so.
And then,
With this, I feel like the goal is to, cut some of the expenses. It's, if they have to restructure, and if they do, it is going to be more miles for motor grader
Mhm.
operators, if a motor grader operator decides to go to the truck driver position. We may get phone calls if, it's time to, do some snow removal and somebody on a gravel road is not able to get out because there is gonna be more miles. But I would like to see us try to do this, to try to cut some expenses.
but
as
eventually, if it becomes a problem, we could revisit it
correct, definitely.
to hire
Again,
Yes.
for the
yes,
motivator.
yes,
Yeah, cause it'll be in the meeting minutes that it never got filled, but that,
correct,
so.
so,
No, it would just be, if it's a maintainer coming to a truck, you'll add just a few more miles to the guys, and it may be an extra day on granular, and it may be half day or a day, whatever, for snow as well, so.
Right.
Yeah,
But we could revisit it
right.
in the future.
Update?
oh, our update, blades last week was just a regular maintenance blading. Trucks still hauling the gravel, you'll see some fresh gravel over top of rock roads, so they're basically, 38 of 122 segments, so they're like 34%, so good week or two of good weather will knock out a good chunk of that. You guys did see that we had a posting for our stoplights, we're up on C20 this week, guys are there this morning, buttoning that up. Work orders last week, looks like 12. Culverts, surface drainage, some tile, and, four service ones, so. Kind of a bridge update. Belmont Bridge, technicians out this morning, checking everything for water levels, that's obviously why we haven't been active on our bridges. We're hitting that 5-week period, so, if water's down, we did contact the contractor already for the Belmont Bridge. They're gonna be out of town for a couple days with some other things because of this weather, so. They had some other things lined up, so. Hopefully in a couple days, we'll be back for the Belmont Bridge, and then I'll call the contractor today on the other one if the water's down, so. And that's kind of touching base with you guys prior to the meeting. Paving from R33 from the Holmes corner down to Hamer's corner and west or east to Highway 69 will start next Monday. That will be under pilot car, so.
But they'll start
They're
at Highway 3.
Start at Highway 3, that's our, kind of, the engineer and I's request to them during the pre-con was, that's kind of the heart, what I would call the heartbeat of the county right there for us, so. When you get R33 to C54 Eagle Grove, we would like to work prior, work after, and not go all the way through and have pilot cars come from both directions, so.
Makes sense.
This Monday will just be milling, so we're just gonna take the surface off. There won't be a lot of traffic outside of a mill machine and a lot of dump trucks. We will be using the city dump as a home for our asphalt plant.
Good.
Where the concrete is out here, so There'll be heavy traffic going 69 and then down around on highway. We want to stay off the gravel as much as they can, so they'll take 69, Highway 3 coming in west there for 1 mile to the pit.
So, have you talked with Gold Eagle concerning this? Cause that's the major route for their feed trucks going east, or
Yeah, no,
I would
I can
recommend
touch
at
on,
least
I can
a
touch
phone
base with
call.
them, yeah, I mean, cause it'll still be able to use the.
Oh, absolutely.
The route, it's just
Yeah.
gonna be a little
Yeah.
slower go, so. A lot of times their pilot cars are at 3 mile spacing, so.
Sure.
It's not too
Mhm.
bad, like I say, this milling won't be that bad, it's when we start putting down the black stuff is where you get a lot of traffic, so.
So is the milling gonna be recycling it back in place then?
Yeah, so we increased the recycle material in this one from a 75% crushed to a 60% crushed. So
Mhm.
it actually increases the use of it all. 'Cause we're gonna be milling down 3 inches.
Okay,
And we're gonna start right at that stop sign on, off of Highway 3. So we're gonna get out there and get a whole new intersection. You'll see that all of our intersections there'll be no granular shoulders. We're bringing it all the way to the grass.
nice.
So we won't have to deal with it in the future, any potholes, and then you get water underneath concrete or the
Yeah.
asphalt. And then
Was that the asphalt that you had put that binder stuff in that went north it?
fibers,
homes? Fibers,
Yeah,
yeah,
the one north had that.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that something that was gonna be considered for this
we
project?
are not gonna
also?
consider it for this one.
Okay,
The engineer was not overly impressed with the results, so it's really not worth the dollar amount to put back into it.
Okay.
So it's basically to bond
mm-hmm,
and slow down those cracks, and it really. I don't
Did
think
not
it's the
do-
result, it worked, but not to the point of wanting to put that back in there, so.
not for the cost,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so, this one here, we're gonna go with a standard oil and the recommended, we changed it, we did a high traffic on that one, so. We thought with all the truck traffic and all that, we
Mhm.
put a higher traffic oil and all that into it. This one here, we're gonna bring back to standard, which is actually recommended for how cold we get, so. We're gonna try this and maybe eliminate some of those cracks. Freeze thaw.
Mhm.
So
And
that's it.
after milling, when is it gonna be?
So the milling is a subcontractor, so, we're in constant contact with the prime contractor that. Being as it is the heartbeat and we've done patches there, we don't want it to sit to the weather. After you take off that, whether it's half inch or 3 inches, you've exposed
Right,
expose your road bed, so we don't wanna sit there forever, so. Game plan is their turnaround is right behind it, so.
good, yeah.
So it's gonna be Heartland out of Mason City, so we work with these guys before, so. I feel like it should be pretty good.
Thank you.
Yep.
Old business?
Deb, there was a email on, I think it was Thursday from, Garner, and
Oh, yes, that's.
did you guys, thank you. I think that was my only question.
Mhm.
Any new business? Meetings?
We had our building families annual meeting on Monday, that went from 12 to 3:30. And it's just interesting to see how with the changes with HHS and how that is affecting so many programs.
Mhm.
But, it looks like we're gonna be able to, at least under the current rules, we'll be able to continue, to provide services. And, this week I have economic development, tomorrow morning.
Anything else for anybody?
Did anybody go to the Farm Bureau?
Linda,
I do,
Is that good?
yeah, I had a young gal to the presentation, and yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn out of supervisors meeting,
second.
all in favor,
Bye.
all ayes. Now we'll convene as drainage trustees.
Motion to approve the,
I'm sorry.
the agenda for drainage trustees.
I'll second.
Thank you.
All in favor? Approval of the tentative agenda?
Well, we just did that.
Oh, sorry, I was busy. Approved minutes of last meeting.
Well, last meeting was August 4th, 2025. The Wright County Board of Supervisors met in regular session as trustees of the drainage districts with the following members present. Rick Rasmussen via phone, Dean Cluse, Lynn Lukes, Ashley Bosch via phone, and Betty Ellis. Also present were Courtney Morris, drainage administrator. Other interested parties were AJ Taylor and the Wright County Monitor via Zoom, Jacob Hagan with Agravia, Tyler Buman with Agravia, Kent Larson, Lois Larson, and Daryl Hay. Motion by Rasmussen and seconded by Cluse to call the meeting to order. Motion carried. Motion by Lukes and seconded by Ellis to approve the tentative agenda. Motion carried. Minutes of the previous meeting on July 28th, 2025 were read and approved. Drainage plans for payments were approved. There were no work orders needing approval. Morris presented the following. That should be one invoice.
Or just the following invoice.
Yes. The invoice is for CGA for DD 62, communication and meetings for repairs of main open ditch for $480. Motion by Cluse and seconded by Ellis to sign and approve invoice for payment. Motion carried. A conference call was held at 10 a.m. with Webster County for a public hearing on Joint Drainage District 46-92, engineers report for voluntary annexation and commissioners report of benefits. Present on call for Webster County supervisors were Austin Hayek, Bob Thode, and John Cochran, and Crystal Lloyd, drainage administrator. Cluse opened the public hearing on Joint Drainage District 46-92, engineers report for voluntary annexation and commissioners report of benefits. Hagan, engineer with Agravia, briefly explained the voluntary annexation and commissioners report of benefits. Motion by Ellis of Wright County and seconded by Hayek of Webster County to accept the commissioner's report of benefits. Motion carried. Motion by Ellis of Wright County and seconded by Hayek of Webster County to close the public hearing for Joint Drainage District 46-92. Motion carried. Motion by Thode of Webster County and seconded by Bosch of Wright County to adjourn the joint meeting. Motion carried. Motion by Ellis and seconded by Lukes to adjourn the meeting. Motion carried.
Any additions or corrections?
That's the one noted.
Just the one noted on the invoices.
Yeah, you want, when you make that
Yeah.
change, holler at me.
I will.
Drainage claims.
There was one claim that came before you for today. This is the one for CGA in the amount of $480.
Motion to approve.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes. Open forum for the public input regarding drainage districts.
I would just like to make note that, that Courtney will be, now a member. Courtney, you and, I can't remember who the other drainage
Chris
administrator.
Oswald.
Who?
Chris Oswald.
Courtney and Chris Oswald, will be representing the drainage administrators on the Iowa Drainage District Association Board. They will be replacing Crystal from Webster County as she has accepted a different position with the county, I believe.
Yes.
Where's she going?
She is just in a different position within the courthouse, so
In the auditor's office or no?
I don't
I don't remember.
know. She
I don't
didn't
remember.
necessarily say,
Okay.
so.
Oh, wow.
That was, you know, she'll be a great, asset to that
Yes,
position, so.
nice.
Where's
have-
this from?
Winnebago,
Any work orders?
no work orders.
Any,
My work order from last week, well, there wasn't a work order submitted, there was a notification by Joey Hara,
Oh, yes.
on. It said, Lincoln 23, but it's actually Lincoln 24. And I, talked with the secondary roads department, they're gonna fly from Highway 69, DD 5's main open ditch over to the Galt Blacktop, so that we can get a view of that. There aren't filter strips along it. And so we can see what we can.
Okay, you said it was section 24.
Section 24 of Lincoln, that's correct.
Got some deep banks there. Make it steep.
Yeah, it does. As it gets down towards the Galt
Mhm.
Blacktop, it gets very steep,
Mhm. And then from Galt, when it goes south,
even steeper. Yeah.
there's yeah. And it's a mess. It's like a huge wide valley of maybe, I don't know, it's behind the Melhus, is the Melhus farm,
Yeah,
and it
goes back and it crosses the tracks there. Goes north and crosses the track.
yeah. But the going south is,
Yes.
it gets really messy, and it made a whole new path, and it's turned into a valley down there, but there's nothing, I mean, it would take
Right.
trillions of dollars to rebuild, so
Betty, you went and looked at one last week because Rick was
Right.
out.
I,
That was the Eagle's Nest, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and, I took pictures and gave to Courtney, and it's a mess. And I talked to, the landowner, Baker.
Yes,
Donovan
Donovan
Baker.
Baker.
And, he was more concerned of the other one that was south
Mhm.
of there. And didn't you say that one was done? That was fixed?
That
or-
one was no concern.
It wasn't part of the drainage district, I don't think.
Yeah, it was, there was two of them that were marked on the work order.
Okay.
There was one farther south that wasn't a concern, from the contractor, Mosdam. It was just that northern one because of the Eagle's Nest. That was the concern.
Okay.
That's
Because,
where he said there was a bunch of trees and.
yeah, Donovan said that the one that was south, that they were saying is not a concern. It, whatever it did, it washed out like 3 rows of soybeans and so I don't know. I did not go and look at that because that was not a
Right.
concern, but probably should then.
But
But the,
I'm assuming that
two.
the not a concern means it didn't involve the Eagle's Nest and Maasdam was gonna fix
Right.
that, correct?
Right.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's the not a
Oh.
concern
Yes,
part.
that's the
Yeah,
not
The
concern.
concern part.
because
is
that
on
was
the-
way far away. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
from the Eagles. The
Right,
one, the Eagle's Nest is solid trees and all the way up to the ditch bank. And I mean, it's like timber. And what had happened, and this is not one that just happened, this is like a
Years.
30-year
yep,
process, and it just, the ditch bank's gone, the pipe is laying at the bottom of the ditch. It just looks like a creek going through and just added into, and it's all surface water coming off. That I could see, I mean, I couldn't even, it's so thick in there, I couldn't even get back to.
Okay.
I mean, without jumping timber, jumping branches, jumping. But anyway, I talked to Donovan Baker, he is not as concerned about any repairs being done to that. I told him the cost and all the trees would have to be removed and then rebuild the ditch bank and that, and I said, it'll take an engineer, because you're gonna have to figure out what kind of a pipe to put through the ditch bank
Right.
to take that type of
Water.
water. And he said he really wasn't as concerned about that one, but he definitely wanted the one south fixed.
Okay.
So, I talked to Rick and, Rick and I will probably go out and look at it sometime, but maybe wait till fall after harvest.
Yeah.
And then we go look at it, just because it is a hike back there. It is.
So
it's very
Donovan really doesn't wanna do anything with the timbered area.
Correct, He's
well,
not
that's
as.
got the Eagle's Nest too.
Yes, and
that's-
I looked back, it was so much leaves and everything, I couldn't even find the Eagle's Nest. It was just so
Really?
thick of timber, yes.
So we're okay with moving forward on the southern
Right, yes,
repair, and then we'll just hold off on the northern one.
yes.
Until like this fall, when you guys go and take a look at it, and potentially not be able to do anything with it because of
Right.
the Eagle's
And
Nest.
honestly, I think, I think Donovan is okay even with waiting till after harvest to fix the other one. Was it on the, I guess, I didn't go back and look, but there is a driveway, like a ways out on the west side. There's a path that you can go and
Mhm.
get to the one on the south. The north side is farmed up to the ditch bank.
Yeah, I know the one on the south is. So, yeah, Mazdam did not have any issue with being able to get back to that one, repairing that
right.
one. He may have already been out there working on it,
Okay,
so.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And my understanding is that where the Eagle's Nest is and where the big repair would be, was that was only to repair the ditch bank, that, and the drain that would go through that ditch bank, that it was not a county tile or anything that led through that portion of the ditch bank. Is that,
Yeah, I
It's
guess
just
I
a
did-
washout.
It's
it's
just
just a washout of the bank?
yeah.
Okay,
So this is standing across from the the washout,
yeah,
and so you can you can see where,
yeah.
and then all the trees.
Mhm.
And then this one is, standing right above the washout, this is the washout.
Right.
You can see, there's the
You can see the
washout.
shadow of the trees, yeah, okay. Yeah, it is deep. Okay,
Yeah,
Did you get my email regarding the permit, what that would be needed for,
yes, sir, and that the landowner would do it, correct?
if they allow it?
Right.
For what?
Or if, in fact, we were to go ahead with the repair of that ditch bank. Hang on, let me find his email and I'll
Did I get it?
just read.
I didn't forward it to you, I just forwarded it to Dean.
Okay. I was like, ooh, did I miss it?
There is a permitting process that would allow you to go repair whatever you wanna call it.
Okay,
I'm not sure how entailed it is, but the landowner has to apply for it. There's a couple different types of them. The way I understood it briefly when I scanned it. But
Is it a text? It was a text.
it might have been a text, Dean, I just
Yeah.
forwarded you the
Yeah.
link. Southern Fish and Wildlife Services,
Yeah, that was it.
page,
okay.
okay. Or you go to Google and you type in,
And like I said, when I talked to Donovan, cause I just, wanted to let him know, cause he mows or all that acreage. And, there's no house there, but, you could see my tracks with my truck, you know, and I thought, well, if he goes and, yeah, I just wanted him to know that I was there and that those tracks, he doesn't have to think somebody's scoping his place out.
Anything else?
Not for work orders.
Any, open drainage invoices?
We have one invoice and it is from Nymaster, our drainage attorney. This is for work done for Joint Drainage District 111-3. Him responding to emails, regarding the petition for a new district. This invoice came to the amount of $487.50.
And this would be for the annexation, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
the petition for the area to change from private tile to district tile. For the area that was put in for the Latham Brothers.
that's
Oh,
over
okay,
here.
up there, not down here, okay.
No. We have a few of them going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
Okay.
yeah, and that one is, until there's like some major work or something. No, that wasn't. Thought that was here, where they wanted a new district. That's not 11.
That's where we abandoned the road and they're wanting to make that into its
Right.
own drainage district.
Oh, yeah,
We took
okay.
the bridge out
Yeah.
and we
Yep,
abandoned
yep,
the road.
yep.
Um,
But we also have one up here in Boone that they wanted a new district. They wanted to reclassify, it was a reclassification.
Classification of that one
Sorry,
portion
sorry.
of that
Yep,
lateral.
right,
Yeah.
and we nixated that one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
do you want motion to, are you just presenting those, or you want motion, or a motion to approve payment of those?
Approve payment of this one.
Motion to approve the payment of, our drainage attorney's fees. Tell me the name of the
Nine Master.
master, please.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes. Anything else before the board?
All I have.
Motion to adjourn as drainage district trustees.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes.
Oops.